Welcome back to day 3 of the Massey tractor rebuild or repairs, and I hope you're not confused by the end of the day, because we could be, or might be, or the parts are off again and on again and off again and on again. You'll see the mystery. See you later. Cheers. Morning, everybody. So, Dad's got a little bit further this morning. I had to shoot away into town for a couple of hours. So he's got this part of the hub sort of assembly on with the turning part. So obviously that's going to have more put onto it yet, but getting there. Not sure what the next step is. He's over there doing something. But yeah, that's how far he's got this morning. Obviously that there is part of the drive that goes up into here. So yeah, give me a bit more of an update shortly. So the other thing we're going to do is Dad's shot away to get a couple of cans of brake clean. We're just going to spray it right here, make sure that there's no grease in here. And just where these remaining sort of the remnants of the cracks are, we're going to come there and just spread some of that, what do you call it, that like 2-part epoxy putty stuff, and just poke it in here and just in some of these cracks so the oil doesn't soak back in through with the porous, if the weld's a bit porous, just so it doesn't leach through the metal. So we'll get that sorted, that tube of that stuff there. So once you give that a douse with some brake clean and make sure it is nice and dry again. We just water blasted it and like all that sort of stuff, but dried it out again. But we'll get some brake clean in there and give it a hit, and just make sure it is. Get rid of any oil residue, and then we'll put some of that in there and spread it in there, and then we can get that bolted on, hopefully. Alright, back shortly. Right, so while I'm waiting on Dad to get back with the brake clean, this is what we're putting in there. Sally's Need It polymer repair compound, 110 grams. I'm not sure how long he's had this, but it was $22.49 from from one of the hardware stores here somewhere. Not sure whose, doesn't say on the label. So he might have had it for a while, I don't know. But yeah, so that's how much that cost whenever it was bought. And yeah, that's what we're using. So when he gets back that, we'll give that a decent spray down with some brake clean, give it another blowout, and mix this up and smear it in the cracks. Alright, we'll see you back shortly. Jeez, 700 mils, that's a big can.
Eh?
That's a big can.
Mm.
You can see that? Broke clean. 700 mil can or 490 grams. What were they? How much were they?
Oh, they cost me $15 each.
15 bucks each.
17 something.
Yep. So got that in there now. Make up a gasket for there. A cork.
Eh?
Quite a bloody hump there.
It's thicker than the gasket.
Yeah.
Ideally, it'd be quite nice to be able to grind that whole thing off.
Probably should have got Jeffrey to build it up with some wires.
Yeah.
It's not too bad on this side.
Eh?
It's not bad on this side.
No. No, it's not as bad on that side as the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose in an ideal world you probably would have built it up with weld all the way around and surface ground a whole lot back down.
In the ideal world, find another one. I don't know where you're going to find one.
Look at that putty wood down there.
Eh?
Right over to that nickel putty wood down there.
Just to taper it out.
Yeah. Little hole. Key into that.
Eh?
I'm going to put a key into that.
Don't know.
It's going to be a help.
Eh?
So the inning's got to be a help.
Mm.
How long does it take to go off?
It's not that long, really. Probably a bit longer this time of year. So would you smash the whole freaking lot right off when it was...
Yeah, way back. Simply snap that right off and crack it all through there. So the update, as you've seen, we've got that, the main, I suppose we'd call it a crown wheel, but I suppose it is, and the reduction gear set up, all in there. It's just so it's in there enough to hold on with the things that have got to be re-shimmed, as you might hear in the videos, depending on whether I slow them down or speed them up. And that's all bolted on there, so we're just got to go through and finalise all that. Couple of shims in there, that'll pull up with that when we put the cap on and settle that, and then we can put the front cover on, I guess, and get the wheel on and put the steering knuckle in its home. Yeah, I don't know how much more's to go, and then we've got to start piecing this back together, I guess, at some point. Alrighty, give you some more, want to do some more? Where are we at?
Aye.
Where are we at?
Something we'll tighten that nut off and just see if it locks it up.
Yeah, on that gasket.
No, on the
Oh, on the bearing. Yep.
I think those washers and whatever go in.
In between. Oh,
So you can lock it up tight.
yep. And it just, yeah, it keeps your preload right.
Yeah. Aye.
You explain that book, you know? It's
Yeah,
a
doesn't
bit
it?
vague, is it?
Well, it doesn't give you a lot of information. But maybe. There and pull that out of the shaft. See it is. Uphill. I'm gonna take the fucking thing right off again.
Can we pop the cover off the other side?
Aye.
You can cover off the other side, you can possibly cover it.
Well, I'll see if this beer will pull up tight, it will be.
Yeah. We could if we had to.
Yeah.
Just have to try and get the wheel round a little bit.
That's
Alright.
definitely right.
Solve a couple of mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
I said it might solve a couple of mysteries. Quite a big washer in there.
I'd say that one here's really loose too, isn't it?
That's pretty lots.
Pepper.
Doesn't really solve the mystery, does it?
Aye.
So it doesn't really solve the mystery.
No, it doesn't. Not doing it the right way, you know that. Ah.
Or do we take the nut off that and
The nut is tight, I'd say. Why won't they go in further? What's stopping it from going in further? Even on this side round here.
Let's have a look. The plot thickens.
I actually wonder if that fucking thing's in the wrong way.
What, the bearing race?
Or
are they just worn out?
Aye.
Or are they just worn out?
No, I don't think they're worn out. I think I got a horrible feeling they might be in around the wrong way. And they're both pushing the same way.
Oh, so the inside one in there.
Yeah, they're both pulling the same way.
There's no load on them. I suppose the only way we're going to know is pull it back off, aren't we?
Yeah.
Probably take it off again.
Aye.
I'll take it off again. It just doesn't quite make sense, does it?
Aye.
That should be, that piece there is free floating, so those two bearings should clamp together and hold some sort of load on it, so it's not freeball. And that's probably why when you said it was all noisy and queer. Looks like we might pull the other side off.
Well, I'll see what's in there. We might have to, I think.
So, conclusion for the day. Basically what we've found is these two bearings in here that are part of that drive, which is under real no load, but the bearings were both facing the other way. So when you downed it up, there was actually nothing to put any small amount of preload on it, so they didn't wobble around. And because this here was in the housing that way, but we get a sneaking suspicion it's meant to be around the other way and held in by the cap. But we want to do some research just to find out, because when we put that together, it was actually sitting too proud, and you would never get the cap hard done up. Like, it would actually have too much load on it. So we're going to do a wee bit of research tonight, see if we can find anything on the internet, and see if we can find any answers to this. We do have a manual of sorts, but there's nothing in here to explain how that bearing piece goes together. So, and we had a look at the other side, and it's around the same way as what we were trying to put this together for a start off. And it's again, when we had a look in there, that's actually loose. Like, you can actually move that shaft around, which in normal sense doesn't make any sense, because it just means it's just flopping around and the bearings aren't actually doing anything apart from just giving it something to roll around on. I know there's no real load on it, but really it shouldn't be wandering around, because it's meant to hold those gears in mesh. So, like, it doesn't need to have a lot of pressure on it, but it shouldn't be moving around. So those gears are wearing all queer and whatever, because it's been restored, but we'll fix some pieces that were never done, obviously, right a fairly long time ago. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but Dad knows more info on it than I do, but that's your conclusion for tonight. Alrighty, cheers.